My name is Ethan, and I delivered pizzas in Denver, Colorado for about 3 years. This happened in the fall of 2021, and I still think about it every time I see a delivery instruction note on an order. I worked for a medium-sized chain on the west side. The job was straightforward. Take orders, follow GPS, drop off food, collect tips. Most customers didn't bother with delivery notes. Maybe 1 in 10 would write something simple like, "Knock loud, doorbell broken." The first time I delivered to 1847 Alameda Avenue, there was a note. "Please ring doorbell twice, then wait exactly 30 seconds before knocking." Specific, but not weird. I rang twice, counted to 30, knocked. The door opened immediately. The customer was a man in his late 40s wearing a grey hoodie, dark circles under his eyes like he hadn't slept in days. He smiled when he took the pizza. "Thanks," he said, voice hoarse. "You followed the instructions. That's good." He handed me a $20 for a $16 order. Normal delivery. 2 weeks later, another order. Same address. This time the note said, "Ring doorbell twice, wait 30 seconds, knock 3 times. Do not knock more than 3 times." I followed it exactly. The same man answered, but this time his hoodie had a small tear on the left shoulder. His hair was longer, unwashed. "Good," he said. "You're learning." He gave me another $20 and closed the door before I could respond. Learning? Learning what? Third delivery, 1 week later. The note was longer. "Ring doorbell twice, wait 30 seconds. Knock 3 times. When door opens, hand pizza directly to customer. Do not look past customer into the house. Do not ask questions." I stood on the porch reading that note 3 times. Don't look into the house. I rang twice, waited, knocked 3 times. The man opened the door. Same grey hoodie, now with dirt stains on the sleeves. His hands were shaking badly like he could barely hold the pizza box. And his face, thinner, paler, like he'd lost 15 pounds. "Thank you," he whispered. Then quieter, like he didn't want something else to hear, "I'm sorry." He closed the door. 4th delivery, 3 days later. The note was much longer. "Ring doorbell twice. Wait 30 seconds. Knock 3 times. Hand pizza to customer. Do not look into house. Do not speak unless spoken to. When you turn to leave, count your steps to your car. Count out loud. Do not stop counting. Do not look back." My hands shook as I walked up to that door. Ring twice. Wait. 3 knocks. The man opened the door, but now he looked skeletal. The grey hoodie hung on him like a coat hanger. Red marks on his wrists, raw and fresh. His eyes were bloodshot, and when he reached for the pizza, he mouthed 2 words. "Keep counting." He closed the door. I stood frozen for 5 seconds before remembering. Count. Don't look back. 1, 2, 3. Behind me, the door creaked open. 4, 5, 6. Footsteps on the porch, heavy, slow. 7, 8, 9. Breathing behind me, wet, raspy, like fluid in the lungs. 10, 11, 12. My car was 15 feet away. 13, 14, 15. The breathing was on my neck now, warm and damp. I reached my car. 16, 17, threw the door open. 18, climbed inside. 19, slammed it shut. 20. I looked in the rear-view mirror. The porch was empty, door closed, but on my back windshield, written in condensation, 2 words. Good boy. I drove back doing 80 in a 45. That night, I checked the order history. 5 deliveries to 1847 Alameda over the past month. But there was a 6th listed, a delivery scheduled 3 days in the future. The note just said, "Final delivery, come alone." I called in sick that day. The next night, another driver named Chris took a delivery there. He came back pale and shaken. "That house?" He shook his head. I knocked and this guy answered, but he looked wrong, like someone wearing a mask of a human face. And behind him, someone in a grey hoodie was standing in the hallway, just staring. "What did you do?" "Gave him the pizza and left, but there was a note on my windshield, handwritten. It said he forgot to count." Chris quit 2 days later. I looked up the address. 1847. Alameda Avenue had been sold 6 months ago to Michael Reeves. Before that, empty for 2 years. I found an old article from 2019. A pizza delivery driver in Denver had gone missing. Last known location, 1847 Alameda Avenue. They found his car, engine running, pizza bag in the seat. No driver, no struggle. They never found him. About a month ago, I got a notification. A delivery app I hadn't used in over a year. New order. Large pepperoni to 1847 Alameda Avenue. The note said, "We've been waiting for you. Please come back. We miss you." I deleted the app, blocked the number, changed my phone. 3 days ago, I got a text. Unknown number. No words. Just an address. 1847 Alameda Avenue. Below it, "Final delivery. You forgot to count." My name is Zoe and I delivered pizzas in Tucson, Arizona for about 2 years. This happened during summer 2020, right in the middle of lockdown. The house was on the east side, 2614 Catalina Drive. Older neighborhood, single-story ranch homes, gravel yards, chain-link fences. First delivery was normal. Medium supreme, paid through app. I pulled up around 7 p.m., walked to the front door. The woman who answered was in her mid-30s, shoulder-length brown hair, wearing hospital scrubs, tired smile. "Thank you so much," she said. "You have no idea how much I needed this." "No problem. Have a good night." As I walked back to my car, I glanced at the living room window. There was a reflection in the glass, someone standing at the window looking out. I looked back at the house. The curtains were drawn. No one was at the window. I shook my head. Trick of the light. Second delivery 1 week later. Same time, same order, same woman in scrubs. "Thanks again, you're a lifesaver." I walked back to my car. This time I looked directly at the window. My reflection was there, standing at the window, staring out at me. But I was 20 feet away from the window, walking toward my car. I stopped. The reflection didn't move. It just stood there, perfectly still. I took a step. The reflection stayed frozen. I waved. The reflection didn't wave back. Then it smiled. Wide. Too wide. I wasn't smiling. I got in my car and left. Third delivery, 5 days later. By now I was dreading that address, but we were short-staffed. The woman answered, same scrubs, same tired smile. "You're the best. Seriously." I turned to leave, forcing myself to look at the window. The reflection was holding something, a pizza box, the same box I'd just handed to the woman. I looked down at my empty hands, back at the reflection. It tilted its head and mouthed 2 words, "Come inside." I ran. Fourth delivery came a week later. I almost called in sick, but I needed the money. The woman answered the door, but this time she looked at me for a long moment. "Have we met before?" she asked. "I've delivered to you a few times." "No, I mean, have we met somewhere else? You look so familiar, Like I see you every day." Before I could respond, I heard a voice from inside the house. My voice. "Who's at the door?" The woman glanced over her shoulder. "Just the delivery person." "Which one?" my voice asked. The woman turned back to me. Her expression had changed. Sad. Deeply, terribly sad. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "I didn't know." "Didn't know what?" She handed me a 20 and closed the door. I stood there, staring. My voice was inside that house. I walked to the window, looked through the gap in the curtains. Inside, I saw the woman setting the pizza on the counter. Standing next to her, helping her get plates, was me. Same height, same hair, same uniform, same name tag. The other me turned, looked directly at the window, directly at me, and smiled. Then it walked over and closed the curtains. I drove home, quit over text. No explanation. No 2 weeks, just, "I quit, don't contact me." That was 8 months ago. Last week I saw her at the grocery store. The woman from the house, produce section. I walked over. "Do you remember me?" She went pale. "You're not supposed to be here." "What?" "She said you wouldn't come back. She said you understood." "Who said?" The woman backed away. "The girl in my house, the one who looks like you. She delivers my pizza now every week, same time, same smile. She never leaves. She lives there." "Where does she live?" The woman's voice dropped to a whisper. "In the mirror. She came out one night, walked right out of the bathroom mirror while I was brushing my teeth. She smiled at me and said, 'Don't worry, I'll take care of everything.' And she has. She orders the pizza, answers the door, talks to delivery drivers, but she never leaves, and every week there's another one. Another one. Another reflection. In another mirror. They're filling up the house. 5 mirrors now. 5 of her, all smiling. All saying they'll take care of everything." She turned and ran, abandoning her cot. 2 nights ago I woke at 3 a.m. to a notification. Someone had tagged me in a photo. The photo was taken inside 2614 Catalina Drive. Standing in the living room wearing a pizza delivery uniform was me. But I wasn't there. The caption said, "7 years and counting, still delivering, still smiling." But the photo was dated yesterday. I deleted all my social media that night. But I still wonder, how many reflections of me are out there? How many houses am I trapped in, delivering pizzas forever? And worse, what if I'm the reflection? What if the real me is still in that house, and I'm the one who escaped? What if I'm the copy and I just don't know it yet? My name is Daniel, and I delivered pizzas in Minneapolis for about 18 months. This story is about a customer named Sandra Oakes, and it's the reason I don't trust my phone's clock anymore. Sandra started ordering in January 2022. Every Thursday at exactly 8:47 p.m., 1 medium Hawaiian light sauce extra ham, apartment 6C, 1205 Hennepin Avenue. Paid through app. $3 tip, exactly. First few deliveries were routine. Sandra was late 50s, always polite, always in a blue bathrobe. She'd answer, take the pizza, close the door. No small talk. After the 5th delivery, I noticed the pattern. You could set your watch by her order. Around the 8th week, I noticed something else. Sandra's apartment always looked exactly the same. Same lighting, same temperature, same smell, lavender and dust. TV always on, showing evening news, and there was a clock on the wall behind her. Analog, loud tick. Every time I delivered, that clock showed 8:43. I thought it was broken. But one night I arrived late, 8:51 p.m. Her clock still said 8:43. Next week, I delivered at exactly 8:47. Clock said 8:43. Week after, I arrived at 9:02. Clock, 8:43. It wasn't broken, it was stuck. I started noticing other things. Her bathrobe was always the same shade of blue. No stains, no wear. Hair always pulled back the same way. Even the way she held the pizza box was identical, like a recording on loop. On the 14th delivery, something changed. She answered as usual, but as she was closing the door, she stopped. "What time is it?" I checked my phone. 8:49. She stared at me. "That's not right." "Sorry?" "It's 8:43. It's always 8:43. Before I could respond, she closed the door. The next week, I knocked on 6C. Sandra answered. "Sandra," I said, "what day is it?" She blinked. "Thursday." "What's the date?" "March. Something. I don't remember." "It's April 21st. Her face went pale. "That's not possible. It's March. It's always March." "Have you left your apartment recently?" I don't know. I order pizza every Thursday. That's what I do." "Your clock always says 8:43 no matter what time I arrive." She looked back at the clock, hands shaking. "Time is supposed to work." "When did you move here?" "A few months ago, maybe." She went inside to check her lease. I heard the TV clearly for the first time. "Missing woman last seen in March of 2019. Sandra Oakes, 58. Last known address, 1205 Hennepin Avenue. Apartment 6C. Sandra came back holding paper. "My lease says March 7th. She stopped. March 7th, 2019. 3 years ago. "I just moved in," she whispered. "It's only been a few months." "What's the last thing you remember?" "Walking home from work. Cold, snow. I came up to my apartment and it just became Thursday. And it's always Thursday. On the TV behind her, the date in the corner, March 7th, 2019. "I order pizza every Thursday," she said, tears rolling down her face. "I wait for delivery. That's all I do." "How many times?" "Hundreds, it feels like hundreds. But I'd only delivered 14 times, 14 weeks, which meant for every Thursday she experienced dozens more, stuck in the same 4 hours, ending at 8:43. "I need to call someone," I said. She grabbed my arm, ice cold. "If you leave, will you come back?" "I'll try. Please. You're the only person I see." I called the police from my car, gave them the address. They said they'd send someone. But when I called my manager, he didn't know what I was talking about. "Sandra Oakes, we don't have a customer by that name." 6C, 1205 Hennepin. I've delivered there 14 times. There's no delivery history for that address. I sent him a screenshot of my delivery log. He called back. "That address doesn't exist in our system, and I don't see any screenshot." I looked at my phone. The screenshot was gone. The history was gone. I drove back that night. 6th floor, apartment 6C. The door was boarded up, yellow police tape. A notice dated March 15th, 2019. "Unit condemned, do not enter." I tried to pull the boards away, called Sandra's name. Nothing. As I left, my phone buzzed. New order. Thursday, 8:47 p.m. Medium Hawaiian, apartment 6C, customer note. "Please hurry, it's still Thursday, it's always Thursday, I can't leave." I didn't take it, never went back. But every Thursday at 8:47 p.m., my phone buzzes. Same order, same note. And I wonder if Sandra is still there, still waiting, still ordering pizza in a loop that never ends, forever Thursday, forever 8:43.